Republicans in the legislature have introduced a religious freedom bill, a measure that has divided lawmakers for most of the last decade. The bill seemingly protects people of faith against discrimination. So what's wrong with that? 11 Alive's Doug Richards explores the for and against.
Religious freedom has been a loaded phrase here at the Capitol, in part because critics say bills advancing it come with them the whiff of discrimination.
I am happy because I think, again, I stand for the Constitution and I'm for the First Amendment. So
Mike Griffin, a Baptist preacher, has spent much of the last decade trying to get the state to enact a religious freedom bill. He's now backing a religious freedom bill introduced by Senator Ed Setzler.
The right to free exercise is just a very, very, very minimal right in Georgia. There's really no framework for policymakers to decide what's the right balance. How would we resolve this?
Setzler's bill says the government shall not substantially burden a person's exercise of religion and allows for civil penalties if it happens. If it sounds simple, Jeff Graham says it isn't.
And certainly if someone feels that they have been discriminated against because of their religious beliefs, I take that seriously and they should be protected. But they should be protected in an even playing field with other people.
When the legislature passed a similar bill in 2016, Republican Governor Nathan Deal vetoed it. He said, out of
concern that they may in fact encourage or allow discrimination, that it be sanctioned by the state.
Backers say this year's bill is less broad than the bill Deal vetoed.
Somebody may choose to believe, based on a genuine religious conviction that the Constitution protects, versus just wanting to go out and just be prejudicial or to be judgmental. That's not what this is to protect. This is to protect a real, genuine religious conviction.
But critics say the bill can give genuinely religious folks a license to discriminate.
I understand where he's coming from. I still think that there are a lot of concerns about how this bill, if put into effect, would particularly impact the LGBTQ community and other communities.
State Senator Kim Jackson says instead of a religious freedom bill, the state ought to pass a broad anti-discrimination bill that would cover folks beyond the religiously devout. At the Capitol, Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.